Hey there. Sorry, you guys are we're having some difficulties here, and um, so you probably can't see me, but I can see. Well, I can't see you, but I can hear you. So what I'm going to do a little different this morning is I'm going to put on for you just the starting point of putting your dreams to the test, and we're going to do listen to John real quick. So you may not see me on here, but you'll be able to hear the audio. So stay tuned. Let me switch screens here, and let me get that going for you. This will be our starting point for this morning's putting your dreams to the test. Hold on. Let's see here. Let's see, lesson 2, where are we at? Okay, here we go.
Clarity question. Do I clearly see my dream? Do I clearly see my dream? One of my friends is Mike Hyatt, who is the CEO of the publishing company I just talked to you about, Thomas Nelson. Mike and I and a few others were in Ireland a couple years ago playing golf for a few days, and I was writing this book. And so one morning, Mike and I, because he loves books and he's our author, and he, of course, is the CEO of a publishing company, we got up real early and went into this wonderful area of the hotel where we were staying and by the fireplace, and we talked the subject of dream. And I was laying out the questions. And as I was laying out the questions, he said, John, he said, the clarity question. He said, I think that's the most important of the 10. Now, as I give you these questions, you're going to say, well, I think this is the most important. And what you're going to find out is they're all important. But he said that the clarity question, he says, I think is most important. And in your notes, I have what he said. If you have a clear vision, you will eventually attract the right strategy. If you don't have a clear vision, no strategy will save you. So let me give you some clarity comments. Number 1, a clear dream makes a general idea very specific. Ben Stein said, the indispensable first step in getting the things you want out of life is this: decide what you want. It's that simple. And deciding what you want requires you to be specific and make your goals measurable. For example, take a look at these vague notions put into more specific form, like a general idea. I want to lose weight. That's just a general idea. But a specific goal would be I will weigh 185 pounds by June 1. I need to treat my employees better. That's a very general idea. Specific way is I will honor someone at every Monday staff meeting. Or a general idea, I want to get out of debt. Well, I will pay off all my credit balances, card balances by December 31st. Okay, you're getting the idea. I don't need to go through this whole list. You already know, but you got to go from a general idea to a specific idea. When I wrote the book, Winning with People, when I wrote that book, people came out and they said, boy, it really helps me. But do you have any ways that I could win with people? And literally that was the reason I wrote 25 Ways to Win with People. It was just, you know what it was? It was taking winning with people that is a good, wonderful principle and a general idea to 25 ways to do it. And that's exactly what I'm talking to you about your dream. You've got to get clear, because when you're clear, you get specific. Number 2, a clear dream doesn't become clear without effort. And for me, this whole process begins with the questions I ask myself. The dream is always rooted in the dreamer, in his or her experiences, circumstances, talents, and opportunities. So here are the questions I ask myself. This is from my exercise. This is how I've done it for years. This might help you. Here are the questions. What am I feeling? In other words, what are my emotions telling me? What am I sensing? What is my intuition telling me? What am I seeing? What is happening around me? What am I hearing? What are others saying? And what am I thinking? What do my intellect and common sense say? These are questions you want to ask yourself to come to that clarity that you want for your dream. Number 3, a clear dream affirms your purpose. In my effort to clarify my dream, I discovered that the more clearly I saw my dream, the more clearly I was able to see my purpose. Makes sense, doesn't it? And number 4, a clear dream determines your priorities. Once you get the dream clear, once you get the priorities set, everything else becomes so much more clear, and you feel much more motivated to get it. Just about a year ago, I had a little arrhythmia issue with my heart, and so I went to my cardiologist, who's a very good friend, and so he put me in the hospital for a couple of days and to get everything back in rhythm. And I knew that he would come and see me in the hospital that first day, and I, being a leader, I knew I needed to kind of get ahead of him on the weight issue. And you don't wait for people. So when he came in, his name's Chauncey Crandall, and I said, Chauncey, I said, I know that I need to kind of manage my weight. And he smiled. He said, no. He said, you don't need to manage your weight. And for a moment, I felt real good. I thought, okay. He said, John, listen to me very carefully. He said, you're fat. You're fat. He said, fat people don't manage their weight. He said, if you're fat, you lose your weight. And then he said, guess what? When you get done losing your weight, then we'll manage your weight. But first of all, we're going to lose it, and then we're going to manage it. And I just cracked up. I mean, I just cracked up at myself. And well, you know what he was doing? He was bringing clarity. Yeah, he was real clear. John, you're fat. So I made a laminated card. I gave it to him, and it said, I can hardly wait to lose my weight so I can manage it. It got real clear. Nothing general, nothing vague, nothing subjective. In fact, in my briefcase that I have in the hotel room here, I have a folder that's just a personal file of a lot of my personal stuff in it. And on the outside, I have this cartoon. And it's a doctor that's talking to his patient. He says, what fits your busy schedule better? Exercising 1 hour a day or being dead 24 hours a day? Yeah. Yeah. Lay it out for me. You know, what do you think is best? Okay. Okay. I got the clear picture. In 1981, I went to San Diego, California to pastor Skyline Wesleyan Church. And the church had plateaued and for 8 years had not experienced growth. Here I come to town, here I come to be the new pastor. And in my first board meeting, I'll never forget, there were 18 board members, and I passed out 3 by 5 cards. And I said, I want you on this 3 by 5 card in one sentence to tell me, what's the purpose of this church? Collected the 18 cards, and I had 17 different answers from the leaders of the congregation. No wonder the church was plateaued. They weren't clear on why they were here, or they weren't clear on what they had to do. The clarity question helps us to begin to understand that a fuzzy dream or a fuzzy idea makes a lot of fuzzy actions and behaviors.
All right, so that is talking about clear dreams, clarifying your dreams. And so when we look at that, let me share the screen here. We look at clarifying your dreams, putting your dreams to the test. We looked at this last week. I pulled this one up because it has really the dream test, and it's really talking about the people, the cost, the tendencies, the fulfillment, the significance, the ownership, the clarity, Have your dreams, have your goals clarified. Let me reiterate what one that he said, Mike Hyatt said. If you have a clear vision you will eventually attract the right strategy. If you don't have a clear vision, no strategy will save you. That is so good. That is amazing. And a lot of us just getting out of Avil Nation, kind of starting, recalibrating, excuse me, and just the reality that it brings for us is just saying, okay, here's what I need to restart. Here's what I need to get clear on. Having the right clear dreams. Okay, so Peter Marshall said this. It says to give us a clear vision that we may know where to stand and what to stand for. So to give us a clear vision that we may know where to stand and what to stand for. Okay, so when we look at vision, we talked about ownership last week, just kind of recapping, just having that ownership, having ownership of your dreams. When someone else owns your dreams, then you're just I feel, a loose cannon. But when you own your dreams, you feel right. You provide. You have a spirit of running forward. So just keeping that in mind as we look at taking ownership, the clarity. Ooh, this is ugly. I got to fix that slide there. But the whole purpose there is to determine your dreams. So let me give you some notes here. A clear dream makes general ideas very specific. Let me say it again. A clear dream makes a general idea very specific. Okay, number 2. A clear dream doesn't become clear without effort. What am I feeling? What am I sensing? What am I seeing? What am I hearing? And what am I thinking? Ooh, that's so good, guys. I hope you got that there. Okay, let me give you some more on that. Okay, a clear dream doesn't become a clear without effort. What am I feeling? Okay, what's going on the inside? What is your heart saying? What am I sensing? Okay, what am I seeing? Like, what am I seeing? What am I? What's ahead of me? What am I seeing? And what am I hearing? What am I thinking? And one of the biggest things that I want to plug in at a commercial break real quick is, if you've never taken a DISC assessment, a DISC talks about DISC, talks about human behavior, how you're wired, how you function. I'm a high D and S, high D, I, and S, meaning that under pressures, I'm a doer. Let's get it done. Let's make it happen. That's what D's do. Let's just make it happen. Let's get it done. An S is very outgoing. I'm very, people person. Hey, how you doing? But when I need to be task oriented, I can be task oriented. So when I look at dreams and putting this together with the dreams, this is what I'm feeling. This is what I'm sensing. This is what I'm thinking. This is what I'm hearing. And now my dreams become clear. And so I will be this at this amount of time. I will be 185 pounds. I will, because now my doing becomes, and then along with becoming a people person and task-oriented person, all those things blend together. So if you haven't taken your DISC assessment, let me know. We can give that to you. But I encourage you to really look at that DISC assessment. It will open your eyes up. I'm coaching a young man who is 17 years old, and we did a coaching call last night, and his eyes was open, and he's just like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. And it was just so clear, 63 pages of clarity that will help him throughout his destiny, his journey in life. Okay, let's move on to number 3. A clear dream affirms your purpose. Let me say that again. A clear dream affirms your purpose. A clear dream determines your priorities. A clear dream determines your priorities. What's your priorities? If your dreams is not clarity, don't have clarity, then you won't have that priority. But now I know my priority, and this is my priority to make some things happen in my personal life, in my dreams, okay? Let's move on. This is good. This is good. Let's see here. Why am I not turning? Okay. And then we see the fantasizers, and versus dream builders. And you see the lack, relying on lack, focus on the destination, cultivate an unhealthy expectation, minimizes the value of work, looks for excuses, and the list just goes on. Okay, builders, dream builders, that's what I love. I'm so passionate about helping people get their dreams, helping people restart the dreams. So passionate about helping people really, unpackage their dreams. And the question that you have to ask is my dreams very clear? Do I have clear enough dreams? Are my dreams very clear? And if your dreams are not very clear, then you want to move of just fantasizing or thinking about it, move into become a dream builder. Here's what a dream builder is: relying on discipline, focus on the journey, cultivate a healthy discontent, maximize the work they do, lead to action, generate momentum, promote teamwork, initiate, embrace risk and as necessary, makes themselves responsible. Making yourself responsible for your dreams. Making yourself responsible. I am responsible for my dreams. Okay? Making yourself responsible. Let's move on. And then the reality. The law of least effect. Okay? Which is, and then the consistent good results. Minimize effort, maximize strength, maximize return. When your dreams are clear, it will maximize the results. It will maximize, you'll get the most maximized results when your dreams are very, very clear. Very clear. Having the reality to see this thing come through. Okay? The more unrealistic your dreams, the more you will be tempted to depend upon things you cannot control to make happen, to make it happen or become reality. Adding realism to your dream, being real with your dream, building on your strengths and activities, the law of least effect. The law of least effect. Okay, let's move on. Let's give you some more of this here. Okay, and building on your strengths enables consistent good results. Build every day. You should be building on your dreams, building on the blocks that the Creator has given you. An idea, everything starts with an idea. Every dream is an idea. Every dream has potential. Every person has potential. And you have to build off your dreams. Okay, you have to say, whether there's obstacles, you still got to be able to punch through those obstacles so that your dreams become reality. And here's the deal. Let me give you this one. You are called to your dreams. You're called to it. That's why it's given to you. It's what you desire. You're called to it. And when you're called to it, it changes your perspective. Oh, that's good. That's good. That's good. Okay. So the reality roadmap. Start at the certain place. Determine what you will naturally do well. Interject habits. Realize potential. And realize dreams. Realize dreams. Reality is the foundation of your dreams. Your dreams here's why I want to encourage you. Your dreams is a reality. Make your dreams a reality. Your dreams are reality. They are in your reach. Okay? They are in your reach. Your dreams are within your reach. They are in your reach. They are definitely within inside of you. They are definitely the catalyst to getting you going. Your dreams are within your reach. And it can become so much for you as you begin to pursue the dream that is within you. Pursuing that dream. Okay? Now let's move on to passion. Let's move on to passion. Let's bring John back up and let's look at the passion tool here. Okay, we can move on to number 3.
Question number 3. How are we doing? Are you learning something? Okay, all right, then I'll go on. Question number 3 is the reality question, and the reality question just simply asks, am I depending on factors within my control to achieve my dream? Now, let me just stop here for a moment. Look up at me for just a second. We'll go right back to notes, but just look up at me for a moment. It's hard, but do your best. I think this question is the most important question. Now, I said they were all important, but if you said, John, in what area do you think most people miss that question and don't achieve their dream? I would say this is going to be, for many of you, even in this room today, this is going to be the question you got to go back and really work on in your own life. Look at the quote, and then let me teach you. Reality is the enemy of fantasies, but not of dreams. In other words, listen to me carefully. When we think of dreams, we think of hopes, and we think of aspirations, and it kind of makes our spirits soar. And what I have discovered is when people have a dream, many of them don't want reality to be brought into that mix. And I know that because, I hear all the time what I call wrong motivational statements. I hear people say, if you can believe it, you can achieve it. Read my lips. That's not true. There's no truth in that. I know a lot of people that have a great belief in what they want to accomplish, but they never achieve that. Believing it will not how it is. Belief is a very vital factor in dreams. Of course it is. No doubt about it. But believing in your dream and believing that it's your dream is not enough, friends. You've got to go more than just believing something to achieve it. I've heard people say you can go as far as your dreams will take you. It's not true. Not true. I'm not trying to say these things to discourage you. I'm trying to say these things to give us a little bit of a wake-up call, because many people miss their dream and never achieve it, not because they couldn't, but because they buy into thoughts and ideas that are deceptive. And when they buy into those, all of a sudden they realize that their dream is not based on realism. So let me explain the difference. In your notes, people who build their dream on reality take a very different approach to dreams than do people who live in fantasy land. By the way, we're living a life. We're not in Disneyland. Okay? Disneyland's wonderful for children. It's kind of sad for adults. Okay. Take a look at how differently they approach achieving a dream. Fantasizers rely on luck. Dream builders rely on discipline. Fantasizers focus on the destination. Dream builders focus on the journey. Fantasizers cultivate unhealthy expectations. Dream builders cultivate healthy discontent. Fantasizers minimize the value of work, where dream builders maximize the work they do. Fantasizers look for excuses. Dream builders lead to action. By the way, let me just stop here for a moment. I'll go right back to this in a second. When you're making excuses for your dream and why you haven't, couldn't, shouldn't, didn't, whatever, you follow me? It's a surefire test that when you make excuses for your dream, you don't own it. One thing you'll find about people, going back to question number one on the ownership question, is my dream really my dream? One of the fun things you'll find about people who really own their question and really own their dream is they just don't make excuses for it. Let's go back. Fantasizers create inertia, where dream builders generate momentum. Fantasizers breed isolation, kind of go off with their own fence. Dream builders promote teamwork. Fantasizers wait, and dream builders initiate. Fantasizers avoid personal risk. Dream builders embrace risk as necessary. Here we go. Fantasizers make others responsible. Dream builders make themselves responsible. Columnist Ann Landers wrote, "Rose-colored glasses are never made in bifocals. Nobody wants to read the small print in dreams." Hello. What is the fine print when it comes to your dream? The fine print is reality. If you want to achieve your dream, you need to read the proverbial fine print. And when you do, here are a few things that you will find. Boy, this is true. The journey will take longer than you hope. Hello. The obstacles will be more numerous than you believe. The disappointments will be greater than you expected. The lows will be lower than you imagined. And the price will be higher than you anticipated.
Oh man, that is so stinking good. That is just absolutely amazing, and life-giving. And I want you to just know that is that your dreams are such a reality, and you got to believe in your dreams, and you got to continue to achieve those dreams. And so here's the deal. Let's recap before we end today. I know it's fast and furious, and I know, but I wanted to give you some of John, his, to let you hear from him as well, as we recap, which I think is really good, is that clarify your dreams. Really sit down and clarify. And use the I will. That brings clarity. I will be this. I will be that. And then remember, here's the deal that I just have to write down too. If you really own your dreams, you won't make excuses. People who don't own their dreams make excuses for their dreams. Here's the deal, my friends. Don't make excuses for your dreams. Own it, make it clear, and let it become a reality. Your dreams include other people around you, and make it a reality. You guys are awesome. I look forward to seeing you next week. Putting your dreams to the test as we start with the passion. Your dreams ought to become passion for you. Passion pulls us up and enables us to overcome adversities. All right, my friends, thank you so much. You guys are awesome. Sorry that we got started late. We had some technical difficulties. But you know what? We still prevail. All right, guys. Have an awesome, awesome week. And we pray the Lord's blessing upon you. God bless. Bye-bye.